Peace and love, everyone. Welcome to the Midnight Hour. The Midnight Hour. We got a special show for you tonight. Happy to see y'all in the room. Welcome. Oh, it's a whole lot of love right here. Cochran say I'm awake. What's up? We got so many folks in here. Charlene, what's up? Yvonne says, hey, family. Oh, you know Edmund in the building. Danielle, Teamer, what's up? Oh, man, y'all are in here. Auntie Sheila. Carmen, welcome on in, y'all. Vince, happy to see you again here. All right, let's get some music started. Y'all know what this is? Yeah. You're here, I'm pleased, I really dig your company, your style and your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me, I was blind, now I can see what a queen is supposed to be. Baby, I feel free, come on and go with me. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Let's elevate here. Woo. You see, your background, it ain't squeaky clean. Shit. Sometimes we all gotta swim upstream. You ain't the same, we all a sinner. But you put your good foot down and make your soul a winner. And I respect that. And you're so fat. And you're all that. Plus supreme. Then you're humble, man. I numb your feelings. I can feel everything that you bring. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spy. Conversation, relation, stimulation. Share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. What up, Jan? Welcome on in the building now. Or maybe we could see a movie, or maybe we could see a play on Saturday, or maybe we could roll a tree, listen to the breeze, or a symphony, or maybe chill and just be. Or maybe we could take a cruise and listen to the roots, and maybe eat some passion fruit, or maybe cry to the blues. Yeah. Or maybe we could just be silent. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, relation, stimulation. Share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation, elevation. Elevation, 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 elevation. I hope y'all feeling elevated out there. Woo! Speakers jumping in the kitchen, that's right. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Yeah. Very happy to be here with y'all. Y'all feeling all right out there? Killing it at the start. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I'm happy to be here for the midnight hour, February 2021. It's a new day, y'all. Starting it off right. That's right, Carmen. What's up? What's up? Tammy Lou in the building. What's up, y'all? Oh, man. All right, we're going to take this out. Come on, y'all sing this hook with me one more time now. Come on, come on, come on. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, relation, stimulation. Share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Elevation, 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 elevation. Oh yeah, let's elevate y'all. Keep the frequencies high. That's why we vibe at midnight. Hey, shout out to my Twitch crew up in the building here. Hey, yeah. Live. Got me on Twitch. Peace, Black Lagoon. Peace to Josh Ishman out there on Twitch as well. Much love, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and set the vibe here because we're about to bring in our special guest So check it out for the midnight hour in February. I've been wanting to do something a little different. I mean, we got a new look. We're trying to continue to elevate. And with this, I've been trying to just think of ways to bring in folks, because it's through the internet. I can't really jam out with musicians, you know, like we're in person, because the internet doesn't work like that. But what I can do is bring in different folks of different disciplines to vibe with us, you know, and over the music that we create together. So very happy to be bringing in one of my good friends. Let me go ahead and switch the vibe up real quick. One of my good friends here. I met him through my boy Josh, actually. Josh Ishman, who's tuning in from Twitch. Y'all may know him from a project that we did together with Production Colors. Our last show was at the MCA back in 2018. And it just so happens that our special guest was a part of that show as well. Yes. Yeah, I want to join your podcast. Throw it on right now. Go ahead, throw it on right now. But this gentleman, y'all, he's been deemed by others as a master storyteller, and he is embracing that title. He's been featured on various platforms, y'all, like The Moth. He has a really exciting show that's coming up that he's going to be sharing about. He's going to be promoting. It's going to be dropping in March. He's also been on Snap Judgment. Has been featured at the Museum of Contemporary Art. He's also a professor. Okay, he teaches. But most of all, y'all, everyone knows him as a storyteller. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, because it's not just like he's reading books to people, right? We're going to talk about that, what it means to be a storyteller. All right, so without any further ado, y'all go ahead and show some love. First time bringing a guest to the stage here, the midnight hour. Oh no, this isn't the first time, because we had Frank King and we had Radius as well. But this right here is a whole episode we're going to dedicate to my brother, Jacoby Cochran, all right? Y'all make some noise for him in the chat.
What's up, boss?
What's up?
Man, it's so cool to look and watch your hands as you're creating this music. It's I appreciate you having me on tonight, man.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, man. Yeah, I'm having fun with the camera angles right now, and yeah, just trying to elevate, man. We're just trying to keep it better for the Midnight Hour crew. Just trying to provide a better experience. So thank you for that.
No, I hear you, man. I see what you're doing.
Yes. So you got some love in the chat right now. They're probably going to be showing more love once they hear you. But let's talk about this whole storytelling thing right now, because when you say that you're a storyteller, I'm sure people are like, okay, all right, tell me more. So what does it mean to be a storyteller in your eyes, from your perspective?
No, that's a very good question. For a long time, I avoided saying I was a storyteller, because even I didn't really understand what that meant. It always felt that you had to be doing something more noticeable before you could say storytelling. But for me, ultimately, I spend a good part of my performative life on stage, talking about my experiences, the experiences of people in my community, telling the story of, Chicago to anybody who will listen. But I also find it to be like a really malleable title, so if I'm doing poetry, or if I'm doing script writing, if I'm hosting a podcast, all of those things easily fall under storytelling.
Got you. And speaking of podcasts, you have just been brought on, like you just been put on, I should say. You just been put on to be like the premier host, visionary, creative director of a brand new podcast. And it's going to be a special podcast. It's not one of those hour-long episodes. This is going to be
Mhm.
like little nuggets, daily news, local news, from your lens. Tell us more about that.
Man, back in October, I was, sitting in my room, teaching, performing online, and CityCast reached out to me as they were interested in trying to figure out what cities would be ripe for a daily local news podcast. And, being a native Chicagoan, I think this is the best fucking city in the world. We have our problems. We have things that we need to work on. We need to deal with. But any podcast company looking to explore a complex city would really miss an opportunity by passing up on Chicago. And so when they chose to kind of plant their flag here, I just kept telling them that they should probably hire me
That's what's up.
to narrate this city for people. And I don't think it's because I have, some ultra unique experience or perspective, or that I'm saying anything outside of what our activists, our community leaders and organizers are saying. I just believe as a storyteller and as a professor, I bring a unique voice to kind of guide us through some of the complexities of the city.
That's what's up. Yeah, this city is special, man. Not being from here, but being here for the last 11 years, I really kind of fell in love with the city. The ins and outs, the ups and downs. This city is like, I say, this is kind of, it raised me for the second time. So yeah, you said they. So who are they? There's some pretty heavy hitters that have kind of brought this podcast here, that are kind of producing it behind the scenes.
No, for sure. Well, CityCast was started by David Plotz, who was the editor-in-chief for Slate magazine for a long time. And he's the current host of Political Gabfest, which is a pretty strong staple podcast in the public radio world. We got the former head of WAMU or NPR DC.
NPR DC.
Yeah, we have former Sun-Times breaking news reporter and Simone Alicia, former WBEZ reporter and producer and Carrie Shepard. Like, there's like a really legit team behind the scenes, and I don't want people to hear that and to think that, it's just going to be this corporate shell who knows nothing about the city, trying to like exploit it for its own gain. It really is on our team, a group of people from all over the city of Chicago who have different ties to the city, who are interested in making audience members feel a little more connected, feel a little more tapped in. Yeah.
That's what's up. Man, so we got a trailer that we're going to show on the way out of here. But I would love to vibe with you, in the midnight hour. The midnight hour crew, they already know we just come here to vibe and have a good time and share space and time, like I like to say it. This moment it's never happened and it will never happen again, so we're seizing the moment and enjoying our time together while we're here. So let's vibe, man. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this song right here. When you feel like it, let's see if you can put a story on top of that. I know you got many to tell.
For sure.
All right, for sure, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put you backstage, and when you're ready to jump in, just hit me in the private chat. All right?
Bet.
All right. Yeah. That's Jacoby Cochran, y'all. His voice is perfect for a podcast. I'm so excited for Chicago to be like just tuning in to him every day. They're gonna fall in love with him. And y'all hearing it first right here in the midnight hour. So you can be on the other side of the room and I feel your energy. It be killing me. It's so soothing. I look up to see your eyes staring at me. We got that ESP. It makes convenience for communicating easily telepathy. Don't take a genius to see what we have is everything. Incredibly developing and steadily enveloping. Your love is heavenly, cause you're an angel. Lace you with a wedding ring to match your halo. What's mine is yours, anything. Don't have to ask for nothing. I know on your mind is something. Could it be loving? And though I can read your mind, it's obvious in your eyes. Don't have to say a word, cause I already heard your soul is calling my name. And it's just that thing. Can't fight it and I won't hide it. Making sweet love to you. It's just that you don't have to say a word, cause I already heard your soul is calling my name. It's just that thing. Yeah. It's just that. Woo.
This song I'm listening to reminds me of my grandmother's house. You see, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and for me, 87th Street was like the main vein of the city. One of my grandmothers lived on the east side of 87th Street off of Stony Island, and the other one lived off of the west side of the city off of 87th and Cicero. You see, despite them living in the same city on the same side, by being on opposite sides, it felt as if I was learning the same lessons twice. And you see, the way my grandparents taught lessons were like two ends of the spectrum. You see, over off of 87th and Cicero, my grandparents didn't show love actively. They didn't vocalize their love for one another. Honestly, for the first 15 years of my life, I don't think I ever saw them hug, kiss, say more than 3 words to each other. And yet when I would pow into my parents' car and we make the drive down the road off of 87th and Stony Island, I crossed the threshold into this time machine where my grandparents' love was eternal. They didn't know how to stay off of each other. They were constantly playing practical jokes, telling one another how much they loved and appreciated one another. And to be honest, it confused me. You see, in both households, I knew that my grandparents loved one another. And yet it confused me on how to express and share love. Is it meant to be held in, to be silent, to be assumed but not acted on? Is it meant to be lively, energetic, vibrant, over the top, extra before anybody was ever using that as common phraseology? I think what I learned watching two sets of grandparents on two opposite ends of the same street, it taught me that love is both universal and individual. That how we choose to interact with, show, pass down love is not one size fits all. You see, my grandparents may have never said, "I love you" in front of me, while my other grandparents never let me leave their sight without reminding me. What I came to understand is that love is often about action and investment. You see, while my grandparents went over the top and extra to show their love, they reminded me that it was the work underneath. And while my grandparents never spoke in poetics or lyric rhyme with one another, they let me know that there was work taking place underneath. You see, all of my grandparents have lost their partners and continued to move through this world trying to define and figure out love. But for me, I learned from 87th and Cicero to 87th and Stony Island that regardless of how you show love, act on it, live in it, and make sure that your partner, your children, your grandchildren understand the language of love you speak, so they never doubt you, even in your silence.
It's just that thing. Ooh, yeah. It's just that thing. Love is a beautiful thing. Yeah, you got a lot of love in here. Claps all around. Tammy Lou said, beautifully stated. Vince said, preach. Or amen. Constance as well. Charlene, she said, action and investment. That undercurrent. I like that. We're going to bring Jacoby back up soon and talk about that piece, right? It's just that thing. It's just that you don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. Hey, Jacoby. Let's talk about this real quick.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to say a word. I heard a quote earlier this week, and it's kind of, your piece kind of reminded me of it. And it was T.D. Jakes, and he was talking with Steve Harvey about leaving something for your kids. And he said something real powerful at one point when Steve was talking about all these material things. It was like, T.D. Jakes was like, it's not what you leave for them, it's what you leave in them. And I just found that so powerful. And as you're talking about your juxtaposing your two grandparents, families, it's really apparent that they left a lot in you, even though they taught in different ways and they had different actions. That's a beautiful thing. Sometimes they don't have to say a word, just in their actions. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to.
I think I spent a lot of time in my childhood wishing that my grandparents, who were more relaxed and laid back and quiet, sort of gave me more of their words and their messages and their stories. And I think, unfortunately, it took me too long to realize that there were messages being communicated in the silence. And that's not me sort of retroactively making meaning of a lack of affection. But my grandparents spent a lot of quality time with us. They spent a lot of time watching us fall down and get back up. They spent a lot of time teaching us, basic household and life skills. And the Hugheses, right? Carl and Wilda Hughes never had to say much, but they showed in their example, work ethic and supporting your family. And then the Farrells, James and Mamie, they never bit their tongue. They always let you know how they felt, where they were. And as a kid who is lost, I ended up, convincing myself that the grandparents who spoke more somehow understood more or shared love more. And as I've come into an, more profound understanding of life and how we teach one another and how we pass down messages, I've come to appreciate those moments of silent prayer in the Hughes household, right? Those moments of sitting on the porch watching the dogs play. And now in these later years, honestly, I give anything for just to sit across from the table from my grandmother and watch the Sox lose.
Man, it's amazing just hearing you go down memory lane. It feels very transformative, very vivid. I think that's like, just in your words, a lot of people are talking about how powerful your words are, man, and just your diction is it's profound. Where does that come from? I
appreciate it.
Where does it come from?
Unfortunately, growing up, I was one of those kids who always felt that he needed to give his opinion or needed to ask a question. And unfortunately, my teachers weren't overwhelmingly supportive. I was told to be quiet a lot. I was told to go into the hallway. And as I got older, what I found was the more control and organization I brought to my thoughts, the longer people would sit there and listen. And so with the more technique I would adopt, just the longer the audience would pay attention. And so there just became this probably somewhat toxic relationship between self-improvement, that it wasn't at first really about improving for the sake of, increasing my competency or my messages. It was really just to feel as if the audience didn't want to leave or didn't want me to stop. Luckily enough, I think I've grown out of some of those insecurities, and the implications are now that I'm left with some pretty adequate public speaking skills.
Adequate indeed. Indeed. How about we switch it up, man, and do another story? You down for that?
For sure. And honestly, that story I was just listening to the music, and the lyrics you gave me kind of made me think about it. But I'm definitely going to write those thoughts down and see if there is a story in there. That was the first time I ever kind of made some of those comparisons, and I think there's definitely a broader tale in there.
Yeah, digging deeper. Love, that's what's up. Okay. Hope y'all enjoying this right here, man. This is Jacoby Cochran, Shy City's own Southside. Before we go on to our next song, I want to play this this brand new commercial that just dropped that's promoting the brand new podcast that Jacoby Cochran is going to be spearheading. He's going to be leading. He's going to be the voice of. Y'all check this out.
I'm Jacoby Cochran, the host of CityCast Chicago, a daily news podcast launching in March about my hometown. I'm from the south side of the city, and as a performer and professor, I've asked thousands of people across Chicago, what is the story of this city? And depending on what author or poet you pick up, what neighborhood you walk through, or what headline or soundbite you come in contact with, you'll get a completely different narrative. Join me 15 minutes a day, every day, as I sit down with people who love this city, who were born and raised here, who moved here, who fight for this city, who criticize it. The people working to make Chicago just a little more decent every day. I hope you'll join me on the journey by visiting citycast.fm/Chicago, where you can join our daily newsletter and learn a little bit more about us. See you in March. Looks like that's going to be a decent show.
Did it play from the beginning?
I'm Jacoby Cochran, the host of CityCast Chicago, a daily news podcast launching in
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. So check it out right now. You can go to citycast.fm/Chicago. Go to that site right now and sign up to be the first to know when the podcast drops. You don't want to miss it. I got some slowness happening over here with my computer. Hopefully everything is coming across okay. Technology. But I'm thankful for having y'all here. And the fact that we can still connect through this technology. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac with gangster white walls, TV antenna in the back, you may not have a car at all. But just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a Cadillac with a diamond in the back, sunroof top, and gangster white wall, TV antenna in the back, a car at all. Oh, just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Oh, just be thankful, yeah, for what you got. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, they can't say what gangsta label. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, they can't say what the gangsta label. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, they can't say what the gangsta label. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, they can't say what the gangsta label. Just be thankful. Oh, for what you got. Just be thankful.
I remember when I moved to New York, I must have been 22 years old, and I was going to grad school. And I remember within a week of meeting one of my classmates, they asked me, Kobe, where'd you learn to be so damn smooth? And I'll be honest, when I first heard it, I tried to fake modest as if I didn't know what they were talking about. So I asked them to repeat themselves. What do you mean? And they said, Kobe, where did you learn to be so damn smooth? And the truth is, I knew the answer before they asked the question. On the hardwood floors of skating rinks across the south side of Chicago. If you ever want to know why Chicago roller skaters are so cool, then look no further than the rink on 87th Street where we learned what it meant to be smooth. Before I could walk, I could roll. Before I could run, I could skate backwards. When I hear the words be thankful for what you got, I think about my roller skates, which are 11 years old, have seen every skating rink from here to Kankakee. And yet the answer to the question of where did you learn to be so damn smooth is on the hardwoods of the skating rinks on the south side of Chicago with 2 high leather boots strapped to my feet. And of course, you don't just learn to be a roller skater with little to no problems or complications. I've broken 3 fingers. I've cracked both my ankles. I've torn my meniscus, my groin. I've separated shoulders, concussions, but the answer to the question of where'd you learn to be so damn smooth is on the hardwoods of the skating rinks on the south side of Chicago. And those injuries and scars have become reminders that smooth is not easy. Smooth is not simply passed down. Smooth is both genetics, but it's earned. I think everybody has smooth lingering in their genome, but to activate it, you must give in to yourself. And I learned to do that on the hardwoods of the roller skating rinks on the south side of Chicago. And when I was 17 years old, I realized that roller skating wasn't just this South Side phenomenon. That though we were the coolest and the smoothest and our music the absolute baddest, I realized that roller skating was a Black diasporic undertaking. That whether you were in LA or New York, Memphis or Indianapolis, if you was in Florida or Texas, Black folks sought refuge on the hardwood of the roller skating rink. And so when somebody asks me now, where did you learn or how did you learn to be so damn smooth, it is not just on the South Side, but throughout the skating lineage, the technique, the music, the style, from across this country, I sort of taken a little bit of each of their stylistics, kind of put them in this Chicago pot, this JB seasoning. And I've skated in rinks from west to the south, from the northeast to right here in the Midwest. And I'd like to think that that smoothness that people see is a sort of gumbo of everything United Skate World has to offer, with just the Chicago flavor on top. And so though that smoothness comes out in this voice, know that it first existed in these wheels. Because before I could talk, I could skate.
It's right, Auntie Betty. Yeah. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangsta white wall, TV antenna in the back. You may not have a car at all. Oh, but just remember, brothers and sisters, we can still stand tall. Just be thankful. Anybody got any questions they'd like to ask Jacoby? Mr. Jacoby Cochran. Man, your voice is golden, brother. Just be thankful for what you got. Just be thankful for what you got. Diamond in the back, sun rooftop. Yeah. Digging, sing with the gangster lane. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Yeah. Diamond in the back, sun rooftop. Digging, sing with the gangster lane. Woo-hoo. Bitch say, come get these chickens and biscuits. Diamond in the back, sun rooftop. Digging, yo, sing with the gangster Jacoby's lane. Voice, man. I can listen to Jacoby talk all day. I'm loving the fact that he has a daily podcast where we can tune in and hear him talk, give his take on Chicago, the ins and outs, the community things, the happenings, the politics, the lake freezing. Anybody got any words of affirmation as Jacoby Cochran is embarking on his brand new journey, or any questions? We got one question here, but I want to invite you to interact with him directly, just show him some love. He's a part of the Midnight Hour crew now, and we're happy to have you here. Let me go ahead and bring him in now.
How you doing, Charlene? I appreciate your question. If you go to jacobycochran.com, you'll be able to find some of the stories that I've published, some of the things that I've put out, some of the shorts that we've produced. Yeah, there are a few things out there lingering. Yes, I'm doing voiceover work with Stewart Talent up here in Chicago. I'm very lucky. They're a good group of people. And I appreciate all those compliments. I was telling one of my mentors the other day, when I told her about the podcast, she was just like, it must be the voice. And I was just like, that's what they say. I can't hear it. Everybody else hears it. I don't. I mean, to me, it sounds nasally and ridiculous. So I'm glad it's coming across.
That's what's up. Shout out to Josh Ishman if he's still on. Josh Ishman put me on. And as I was telling you before, Jacoby, Josh was talking you up, man. He talks you up a whole lot, but then you exceeded my expectations. You know, I trust Josh's judgment. If he's emphatic about something and he really cares about it and he's really into it, or if he's emphatic about a person and that means he really cares about them and he's really into them. And yeah, man, you just completely exceeded my expectations, and I was just like, wow, Jacoby Cochran is a gem. Very happy and honored to have you on this platform with us tonight.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Vince said, same, you just talking. Opera crossover singer, voiceover rookie with buttons. What's up, Vince? I didn't know that. Yeah, we got to get you up in here singing some opera, bro. That's what's up. Jacoby, any final words for the people, for the Midnight Hour crew?
I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all welcoming me into the space. Sam, you know how much of a brother I consider you to be. You know, if Josh is here, I'm grateful for this connection and all the work that we're going to continue to do. If you're interested in hearing more, this CityCast opportunity is, I think Sam and I were talking about this just the last couple of days. You know, I've never been someone to sort of put myself in that position to be the voice for something, because I don't think you can be the voice of a city, especially one of 3 million people, as complicated, diverse, kind of culturally rich as Chicago. But the truth is, I love this city. I love the people who are here. I love what we stand for, how we move. And I love it so much that I want it to be a better place. I want it to be more inviting. I want it to be further liberated, a safer place for Black folks, for brown folks. And I know 15 minutes a day isn't going to do shit. But there's an opportunity for us to engage a little bit more, to care a little bit more, to feel a little more connected to this place that oftentimes feels so chaotic and outside of our control. And so I hope that people will come tune in as I'm, coming into my full, vulnerable, curious self as the host of this podcast, and just kind of sharing that love that I have for the city. It's, if you're expecting to hear sort of rose tinted glasses, that's not what we're going to cover. We're going to look at Chicago in as real and as authentic a way as, as they'll allow us, for as long as they'll allow us. But, they hired a motherfucker from the South Side, so that's what they're going to get.
That's what's up, y'all. And with that, peace and love to you, brother. I'm so looking forward to hearing your take on this. I'm not even going to ask for previews, anything about topics and nothing like that. I'm just going to wait. I've already signed up. You sent me that link like last week, and I didn't even say okay. I responded with, I just signed up. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate you, bro.
So y'all go to citycast.fm/Chicago. Go there right now and just sign up to be alerted, to be on the newsletter, to be alerted when this podcast goes live in March. You will not regret it. I think 15 minutes is going to do a whole lot of shit.
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
I know you're going to do something great with it. I know that you're going to use that time wisely, and you're going to fill us up in that 15 minutes. So once again, brother, peace and blessings. Best wishes with the podcast.
It's all love over here, man.
Love. And shout out to the Midnight Hour for welcoming our brother in.
Thank all of y'all for being here. I know it is late. I wish y'all nothing but the best as y'all get y'all some rest, hopefully soon.
Hey, that's love. Peace. Yes. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Man, that's my brother right there. Happy to share him with you all. Thank you all for asking those questions and showing love and just engaging and sticking around. I saw some people here saying that they loved every bit of that. I think Janie said some of that. Auntie Betty, Carmen, thank you for the love. Be sure to sign up, citycast.fm/Chicago. And check it out, y'all. So if you are one of those people who you still have energy after this show, like me, I can't go directly to sleep. Be sure to go to musicheadradio.com, because what musicheadradio.com is doing is they are streaming some Sam Trump for a whole hour after the midnight hour. How about that? That's my cousin Simone. Y'all see Simone come in this in this place very often. I don't know if she's in here right now, but she's got the music queued up. All right. So for the rest of the month, and maybe beyond that, after the midnight hour, starting at 30 minutes after we end, which is usually 1:30 Central, an hour beyond that, up to 2:30 Central, you can hear all Sam Trump. All right. So y'all check that out as well. So I'm hitting y'all with a whole bunch of links. You know what I'm saying? You got the link to Jacoby Cochran's website. You got the link to citycast.fm. And I'm going to hit y'all with this link right here, musicheadradio.com. That's music with a K and head without the A, y'all. Much love. Thank you all for being here. And once again, we're going to be having guests throughout the month. You know what I'm saying? Not every night, but throughout the month, we're going to be bringing in some guests to share some of my people with you. Folks who do things mostly outside of music. We're just kind of blending the arts here. And I want to bring you something different for this iteration. The Midnight Hour. The Midnight Hour. Man, thank you all for the love. We're going to go ahead and take it out here. Peace and blessings. I enjoyed it as well. Hey. So Daryl, that's Music Head Radio, music with a K, head without an A. If you go there, Music Head Radio, you will definitely know that you're there. They have an app as well, musicheadradio.com. That's music with a K, head without the A. Check it out, Daryl. Once you get there, you know you're there. Just be thankful for what you got. Just be thankful for what you got. Just be thankful. Thankful. Just be thankful. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne says, amazing midnight hour. Hopefully this internet wasn't acting crazy over here. Trying to keep up with this technology, y'all. Blessings to you, Auntie Betty. Thank y'all so much. We just vibing out. We simmering down right now. Man, Jacoby's voice, man. Got some really unique guests that's going to be coming this month. Be sure to tune in every night. The midnight hour. And check it out. If we're not connected on my artist line, hit me on my artist line. It's in the description box. Send hashtag midnight to the number in the description box. And I'll give you a heads up when we got a special guest. Just like I did today. Much love to y'all. Love, 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 love. Love, love. Love, 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 love. All right, y'all. Peace and love. You have a good night. The midnight hour. The midnight hour. Be sure to check out musicheadradio.com. They be jamming. Love, love.